so you're asking about 54, and one of the things, so you're asking me, do I really have to try? I can go to your other picture here. I see from here you're saying, do I really need to try all of these? And it does seem like a lot. Now, what I always tell students with this is if you were working a long time ago and you didn't have a graphing calculator, you would have all the time in the world because it was so much time and not enough to do. But of course, this does seem like I don't want to try all of these. So we're very lucky that we do have the advantage of having graphing features. So I always put in the function, find the easiest root that's here. So 3 is a root. And I need to remember something about this 3. 3 is a root and it's bouncing, so it means that 3 has to be a root twice, right? Because this is 5th degree polynomial, and I need to account for 5 zeros. I only see 4 here. Could be that I don't have the graph zoomed in, but I remember if it bounces, then that's twice. So once I have that picture in my mind and I know one of the zeros, then I will go through this process to show the rest. So I pick 3 as that very easy one. I do the synthetic division. I get 0 as a remainder, so I know that 3 is a root. And then I think, oh yeah, it was bouncing. So what do I know when something bounces? It's gonna be a double root. So I can do 3 again. Again, I'm leaving these as my coefficients, right? So I'm using the coefficients that I had, and I go through synthetic division again, and I get up, yep, it is a root. And then I'm thinking, okay, this was 5th degree up here, so this means this is 4th degree. I factor something out. This is still cubed, so I need to account for one more of those roots. And so I go back to my graph, and I say, okay, what else is nice? Not nice, meaning a fraction, right? This is an irrational number, but half, I can deal with half. So I go back to my synthetic division and I put half and I see, yes, it works. I get 0 here in my synthetic division. So I just remind myself, what am I left with? I have x minus 3 squared, right? Because the root was at x equals 3. This looks weird, 2x minus 1, but that does equal a half, right? If I solve this for x, that would be a half. And then my last part here, I have something that's quadratic, and I didn't do this, but if you use the quadratic formula, you're going to find these 2 irrational roots, right? These other 2 values, so you'll find those. So when I have a question like this, no, I do not expect you to try all of those. Use a graphing feature to help yourself get started, right? If you have a whole bunch of choices, and then you can work through it. All right, let me know if that helped you.